Hello there guys, and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. Today we are talking about visualization. This is something that I like to do. I don't use it massively regularly, but I actually think it's a good idea to use it regularly at first. And I'm going to tell you, you've been visualizing wrong this whole time. Do visualize like this and you'll change your life in the next 30 days, I swear to God. So before I go into that, please do like, share and subscribe if you like Spirituality Simplified. Also consider joining my free Facebook group, The Healing Circle. And if you're interested in a bit more help from me, stay to the end and I'm going to tell you about something very exciting. So guys, firstly, this is the visualization hack. For those of you who don't know me, I think spirituality now has been overcomplicated. I'm the guy who's come here to simplify it. And I've studied all the greats and I've looked into all the different aspects of spirituality, and I'm going to tell you, visualization is a great tool. But we've been told to use it wrong. And here's why. Often we're told to visualize, to feel some intense elevated emotion and to feel this emotion and grow in intensity in the feeling of this emotion. As much as I like that idea, what I want to change in all of your minds is that visualization really is actually about becoming familiar with, getting familiar with the idea of the thing that you want to have. So yes, you may start to feel gratitude when you first start to visualize, but actually what you want to continue to do is visualize until the imagery feels so normal, so usual for you. When it starts to feel normal and usual for you, you're going to then be in alignment with the fact that it is done. You see, in prayer therapy, in visualization, in all of these things, you do it until it feels so naturally yours that it feels like you don't lack it anymore. So what I want you to start to do is, yes, visualize. I don't do it as regularly anymore because I've naturalized the things that I want and they are coming into fruition. I've just had a wonderful manifestation come that I will share in another video, and it was literally in my mind. And it was actually even suggested to me by the person to do it. So here's what I'm saying. This is what happens. When you normalize the vision in your mind, it is going to become true for you because now you have aligned to the reality that it's already done. It says it so clearly in the Bible. What ye ask for in prayer and believe is already yours, so it shall be. Now, if it's already yours, you don't necessarily feel intense gratitude all the time. What is something that you've got in your life that's very certain? Are you constantly grateful for it? Are you constantly a high emotion about it? No, it's natural. And I learned this from working with wonderful millionaires. I've learned this with working with many great people. They don't feel intense, elevated emotions around their success, around their health, around their accomplishments. When I manifested this last manifestation, I didn't actually even jump up and down and run around the house like you would imagine you have to visualize. It was just like oh yeah, of course that happened. It was like when I got my first ever West End show as an actor. I remember everyone was like, why aren't you more excited? I knew I was going to get it though. You see, this was before I was strong into manifestation anyway. I just had this way of thinking. I knew I was going to get the thing that I wanted. So what I want you to do is start to visualize to the point where it is so certain in your mind that it is done that you have no real emotional twinge about it. You can see this in some wonderful testimonial videos as well. My clients or other clients, you'll see it. You'll see that they weren't shocked when they got the result they needed because they knew they had it. It was like they had a knowing before the fact. So this is what I want you to use visualization for now. Use it to be the fact that you know you're going to get it. So how would I do something? So say, for example, you wanted to visualize more abundance. What I would do is I would start to visualize something happening that feels successful. I would start to play around with it, a bit like I did with what I've just manifested recently. I imagine an ideal client, I imagine a scenario that we're in, and I start to sit with that ideal client in my mind. They don't have a true face because I don't know exactly who they are, but I have the feeling of who they are. I imagine what we're doing together, I imagine the work and how it's going, and I continue to let this sit and ruminate in my mind over the coming weeks and months. Well, guess what? Sometimes it takes a few weeks, sometimes it takes a few months, but I am 100% every time I'm manifesting. So now I started to think, I need to start to raise my standards, raise my visions to the point. Now I'm going to raise it to a level where it's like, it's so unusual, it might take me a bit longer to become normal with the idea. But once that idea becomes normal, and this is where you're going to see the manifestation. How many of you out there, comment down below, are visualizing with intense gratitude and you've still been doing it a year later and nothing's changed? Tell me, I'm really interested to know. You're not doing anything wrong, but now you know. Do it until it feels normal. Then let go. Let go and continue your life. Continue your life with that wonderful new spring in your step as the millionaire, as the 10 grand a month coach, as the person in the wonderful relationship, as the healthy person. We must ignore reality around it though. You see, reality around it's going to hit you in the face. It's going to slow things down. It's going to not act as fast as you want it to. Your job isn't then to chase it, run after it, grab the person, grab the thing, make it happen. It's to slowly understand that consistency in that direction is going to bring it to you. Gentle flow and consistency. If you're looking for success, show up every day as someone successful. Visualize that end result as someone successful and just show up. Make it start to feel normal, then stop visualizing it and just know that it's done. Once you really understand this, you can start to be scientific about the process. So now I'm like, okay, what do I want my monthly to be? What do I want my yearly earnings to be? What do I want this to be? And you hold the image in your mind until it becomes normal, until it becomes flowing, and it will come to be. I would be interested to hear from you guys down below. What would you like to create? What are you going to start to visualize for the next 30 days? Now here's something that you do need to add on. For those of you who have listened to the end, you get the extra special secret. If you are feeling resistance towards the vision, you need to notice where that resistance is on the body, sit with it and observe it until it releases. Once you find peace, you will be able to visualize again without any resistance towards your end result. Hold that vision. Hold that vision in that state of peace. Normalize yourself with it. Become clear with it. Enjoy it. Relax behind it and just know that it is done. Watch out 30 days later. Trust me. Now, for those of you who have made it to the end, I'm looking for 5 more people who are literally ready to change their lives. I have coaching packages, but this one's my VIP coaching packages. I only need 5 people because I'm going to dedicate myself to these 5 people with all of my heart and soul. You get to work with me for 3 months. You get to have a 1-hour session and a half-an-hour session each day, and you get to join in on some live calls. How unbelievably real is this? We're going to create a community together of like-minded people, and that community is going to grow over time. If you are interested in something like this, jump on board now, because I'm only opening it up for 5 people and I want one of them to be you. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.